Hello and welcome, dear viewers. Today we delve into the rich tapestry of history that forms the backdrop to the modern-day nation of Syria. A country in West Asia nestled in the eastern Mediterranean and the Levant, Syria is a land of diverse landscapes and people. It is bordered by the Mediterranean Sea, Turkey, Iraq, Jordan, Israel, and Lebanon, and is home to a myriad of ethnic and religious groups including Arabs, Kurds, Turkmens, Assyrians, and Christians. Let's journey back in time to the ancient history of Syria, a history as diverse as its people. The name Syria itself is derived from ancient terms related to Assyria, and historically, it referred to a wider region known as the Levant. The roots of Syrian civilization stretch back far and deep to the Neolithic period, making it one of the cradles of human civilization. Archaeological evidence suggests that Syria was home to some of the earliest human settlements and organized societies. One of the most influential early kingdoms in this region was the Kingdom of Ebla, which emerged around the 3rd millennium before Christ. The Eblites developed one of the earliest systems of writing, and their texts provide a snapshot of life in the ancient Near East. Ebla was a major commercial center, with its influence stretching across the Mesopotamian region. The city's ruins, discovered in the mid-20th century, have yielded thousands of cuneiform tablets, providing valuable insights into the political, economic, and social structures of the time. So, as you can see, Syria's history is as diverse as its people, with influences from various cultures and civilizations over the centuries. The threads of these ancient societies are woven into the fabric of modern Syria, forming a rich and complex tapestry that continues to evolve. But this is just the beginning of our journey through Syria's fascinating history. Stay with us as we continue to unravel the story of this ancient land. As time marched on, the land of Syria came under the influence of various empires and nations. Let's travel back in time to the days of the Romans, when Syria was a province of the expansive Roman Empire. The Romans left an indelible mark on the region, establishing cities and bringing their own brand of governance. Following the fall of the Roman Empire, Syria found itself under the rule of the Byzantines, who continued to shape the landscape of the region. The next epoch in Syria's history came with the arrival of the Ottomans in the 16th century. For 4 centuries, Syria was part of the extensive Ottoman Empire, a period that brought significant changes to its culture and society. However, the winds of change began to blow again in the early 20th century. With the defeat of the Ottoman Empire in World War I, Syria came under French control as part of the League of Nations mandate system. This period, known as the French Mandate, was marked by significant cultural, political, and social shifts. Yet, it was also a time of growing nationalism and the stirrings of a desire for independence. And in 1945, that desire became a reality. Syria finally shed the yoke of foreign rule and emerged as an independent nation. Yet the road to stability was a rocky one. The nascent nation grappled with political instability, including a series of military coups and the establishment of a one-party state. Despite these challenges, Syria persevered, navigating the turbulent waters of self-rule. Syria's path to independence was not an easy one, marked by external influence and internal strife. But through it all, Syria's spirit remained unbroken, a testament to the resilience and determination of its people. In the recent past, Syria has been synonymous with the name Assad. The rise of the Assad family to power marked a significant shift in Syria's political landscape. The patriarch of this political dynasty, Hafez al-Assad, seized control in the early 70s, ushering in an era of what some refer to as stability, but others see as repression. Hafez al-Assad's rule was characterized by a consolidation of power, with the military playing a crucial role in maintaining control. His regime was marked by a strong centralized government, which was often criticized for its authoritarian tactics. Despite this, Hafez managed to hold on to power for nearly 3 decades until his death in the year 2000. The mantle was then passed to his son, Bashar al-Assad. Initially, there were hopes that Bashar, a British-educated ophthalmologist, would usher in a period of reform and modernization. However, these hopes were quickly dashed as Bashar continued his father's legacy of authoritarian rule. Under Bashar's leadership, the regime has been internationally condemned for its human rights abuses. These abuses, ranging from the suppression of political dissent to the alleged use of chemical weapons, have drawn the ire of the global community. The international response has been a mix of sanctions, diplomatic isolation, and calls for accountability. Despite this, Bashar al-Assad has managed to maintain a firm grip on power. This has been largely due to the support of key international allies, including Russia, which has used its veto power at the United Nations Security Council to shield the Assad regime from international scrutiny. However, this support has come at a cost. Syria, once a vibrant and diverse country, is now ravaged by war, economic hardship, and political instability. The impact on its people has been devastating, with millions displaced and countless lives lost. The Assad regime, while maintaining a strong hold on power, has been a source of international concern due to its human rights record. As we move forward, the question remains, what does the future hold for Syria under the shadow of the Assad regime? In 2011, Syria became embroiled in a conflict that would change the face of the nation. A wave of pro-democracy protests, inspired by similar movements in other Arab nations, swept across Syria. The people called for political reform, but the government, led by President Bashar al-Assad, responded with a brutal crackdown. This ignited a conflict that would evolve into a full-blown civil war. The Syrian civil war was not just a domestic issue. It soon attracted a host of external powers, each with their own interests and agendas. The United States, for example, lent support to the opposition forces, while Russia sided with the Assad regime. Turkey too became involved, taking control over parts of northwest Syria, but the chaos did not end there. The instability created a power vacuum, which was swiftly filled by the rise of the Islamic State. This terrorist group took advantage of the unrest, seizing large areas of territory in Syria and Iraq. The United States and its allies responded with military action, launching a campaign against the group in 2014. The human cost of the Syrian civil war has been staggering. Millions of people have been displaced, fleeing their homes to escape the violence. The economy has crumbled, leaving countless people in poverty. The United Nations has described Syria as a living nightmare, where half of the children have never experienced a day without war, and 60% of Syrians are at risk of hunger. The UN has attempted to mediate an end to the conflict, but these efforts have been largely unsuccessful. The Security Council has been deadlocked, with countries like Russia and China opposing Western members. The Syrian people have suffered greatly, enduring injuries, death, and even chemical weapons attacks. The Syrian civil war has been a tragic chapter in the nation's history, causing immense suffering and displacement. This conflict has reshaped Syria, leaving a country in ruins and a populace in despair. The road to recovery will be long and arduous, but it is the hope of many that a peaceful, stable Syria can one day emerge from the ashes of war. Despite the challenges, Syria's story is far from over. Today, Syria stands at the intersection of a complex geopolitical landscape. The nation's rich tapestry of diverse ethnic and religious groups continues to navigate the aftermath of a decade-long civil war. The echoes of conflict are still palpable, shaping the nation's present and its path to the future. In the face of immense adversity, the resilience of the Syrian people shines bright. They are striving to rebuild their lives, their communities, and their nation. From the bustling markets of Damascus to the historic ruins of Palmyra, the spirit of Syria lives on, a testament to their enduring strength and courage. Meanwhile, the international community continues its efforts to broker peace. The United Nations, for instance, has expressed regret over its inability to mediate an end to the Syrian civil war and remains committed to supporting a peaceful resolution. Ongoing negotiations and peace talks aim to bring about a stable political environment, a crucial step towards Syria's recovery. Yet the challenges are manifold. With millions displaced, rebuilding the country requires not just physical infrastructure, but also healing the societal fractures and nurturing a sense of unity and shared identity amongst its diverse population. In the face of these challenges, the people of Syria continue to demonstrate an incredible resilience and determination. They are the true custodians of Syria's rich history and the architects of its future. Their spirit and tenacity are a beacon of hope for a peaceful and prosperous Syria. As we look to the future, we hope for a peaceful and prosperous Syria, where the echoes of its rich history can once again shine through. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Syria's past and present. If you found this video informative, please subscribe to our channel and share with others.